What up? And welcome to the next episode of Don't Do That. Right here on 16 TV on Wicked Wednesday. That whole thing by myself.
Don't do that. 16 TV.
Okay, so what we are smoking on
Welcome back.
is Green Fury. My God. It is Fire Stick Green Fury, House of Dank. It is a sativa dominant. House of Dank.
That's the lighter.
House of Dank. All right,
Smoke
so
of the
I'll go ahead and start off.
Yeah.
All right, so a while back, an army vet was arrested on some suspicious stuff, and he gets to learn his fate. So a 29-year-old army veteran from Washington was sentenced to 2 years in prison and 3 years of probation Wednesday for last week on Wednesday, illegally stockpiling weapons and training white supremacist extremists.
Oh.
Yeah, only 2 years in prison. That's all you get, to be a white supremacist and be a glorified terrorist. You get 2 years in prison and 3 months in probation. That's all you get, right?
And if you're a racist, a felon, and possibly a pedophile,
you get to be president.
You get to be president.
So the FBI initially investigated Kyle Christopher Benton before his September arrest following his army discharge and after threats to kill his wife. A raid on his Snohomish home uncovered an unregistered machine gun, a drop-in auto sear, and 2 short-barreled rifles, all illegal under the National Firearms Act.
You sound like Diddy.
No shit. Pretty much got off there. Benton also posted violent neo-Nazi and anti-Semitic content on social media and attended hate rallies across Oregon, Washington, and Idaho.
That's on brand.
Prosecutors said he used his veteran status to position himself as an authority figure and held workshops about firearms and tactical trainings for white supremacist group members. So you not only illegally possessed extremely dangerous firearms, but you bragged about it and put on firearm trainings for others while doing so, U.S. District Judge Tana Lynn told him during the sentencing. Benton said he now renounces his white supremacist views in a letter to the court on Wednesday. Benton pleaded guilty to federal counts of possession of a machine gun and possession of an unregistered firearm in March. Prosecutors had recommended a 30-month term, citing his dangerous combination of extremist ideology, military-style weaponry, and tactical teachings. So you get 2 years in prison, 3 months probation. You then proceed to all of a sudden want to denounce your white nationalist terrorist thoughts.
A lot of people do that.
Now, before people try to jump down the throats of those that have, what do they call themselves whenever they do something? They basically open their eyes and realize they were completely stupid. And considering the fact that you haven't even gotten a chance to experience any punishment for the stuff that you have done, to be able to be sorry for what you have done. Okay, if that makes sense. Like, what is that? American History X, for example.
Good movie.
He was literally a white supremacist. I mean,
Skinhead.
He was a straight skinhead, went to prison, did some time because he made somebody bite the curb. Just look it up.
Ed Norton. Watch that movie.
But
he played the
basically he
Hulk.
ended up rehabilitating himself in prison. He befriended a black man. He got a chance to kind of see how things were done also in prison. when he noticeably seen certain things, was like, wait a minute, that person is like genuine, like didn't do shit. Like, wait a minute. So to be able to see how what he was idolizing kind of got a chance to realize it.
Prison rules
are different from out here, regardless of how it is. So you're going to tell me that you're going to be willing, while you're in prison for those 2 years, you're going to be willing to denounce your white supremacy? Because those will probably be the only ones protecting you.
You know, there are some people who are special enough to have long relationships with a certain way of life or certain people, certain great pals, should I say. Like, there are some people who have been great pals with someone for over 15 years and been able to denounce them after their death as if they never mattered and as if they never really hung out with this person, even though there are records and video of them saying the opposite. Did anybody catch the double entendres? I was talking about Donald Trump because, you know, some of the Republicans, he did say that y'all are the dumbest voters. So, you know,
and he's mad at y'all for wanting that list, you guys. Yeah. So
he said y'all were the dumbest voters, and if he was to ever run for president, he would run Republican because they're so dumb they believe anything that's said on Fox News. And he says he's sure his numbers would be outstanding, and this is his second term. So he was a prophet. He was right about it.
Yeah.
Y'all are stupid.
Very. Oh, that's on you, buddy.
All right. So I remember there was a time that Amazon was really, really popping.
Yeah.
And to this day, as Mr. Superhero Swag, because you guys know that I do the Superhero Swag show here on the channel where I review the action figures and
have shorts and all that good jazz.
And all of that good stuff. And so a lot of that comes from either Hasbro Pulse, eBay, or my main supplier would be Amazon. Now, I wanted to work for Amazon probably about 5 or so years ago.
Yeah.
I wanted to work for Amazon because it just seemed like a cool job. And I was just like, you know, they was hiring people at $23, $24 an hour, bam, to start. And then you get your raise after that. And it's like, what? So I was like, yeah. But then recently, within the last couple of days, there have been mass walkouts at Amazon.
Mass walkouts. Some of the stories that I heard.
Some of the footage that people have put on TikTok of what their trucks look like and how long they have to finish the route when there's trucks from top to bottom of a long trailer falling out of the trailer when they open the back of the trailer, just packages after packages after packages, and there are literally one person.
No, what got me was dude that said he was training with somebody, and dude was just down in these energy drinks and, you know, didn't take no breaks or whatnot. Then it was reach around, grab the bottle for me real quick, and he literally took a piss right there while driving.
Because this man is trying to make sure that he finishes his route on time. He is down in energy drinks, and the energy drinks is making him have to go to the bathroom. And then when he got to go to the bathroom, he don't even want to stop and go to a bathroom. He'd rather piss in a bottle.
Piss in a bottle.
So what a lot of the Amazon workers have been talking about with these mass walkouts are crazy demands as far as hours. One guy said another guy quit on job. He had a route and had his route worked out to where he was able to finish his route in under 6 hours. Once he had finished his route, for the rest of his shift, he would always have to help someone else out before he went home. But on this particular day, someone quit and he had finished his 6 hours. with only 2 hours left. And instead of them saying you're going to help somebody, so it'll be 2 of y'all and you have a chance at getting off within a 3.5 hour period, because you're going to hit that little bit overtime before you got to go on those type of jobs. They told this man they want him to take over the guy's the guy's truck who had quit once he had finished his 6, and now they tacking on probably another 6.5, 8 hours, because this man quit. He saw his truck and was like, nope, nope. And they literally wanted him to just take that over. So then they got skeleton crews because they're trying to make profit, which is what a lot of us that work in service or work in them type of jobs with these big corporations see. They try to work off a skeleton crew so that they can do as much with less as they could with having the right amount of staff. Holla if you hear me.
Mm.
Unreal expectations, overpacked trucks, and unreal write-ups. A dude got roped up for not finishing his shift in 7 hours.
After seeing some of this stuff, my God.
Please, I know we say this a lot because we don't do the whole editing along with and adding in people's stuff, because we don't want to get flagged for that type of stuff. But please Google Amazon workers walk off job or Amazon workers disgruntled with work conditions, something like that, and you will see how crunk these trucks are. And they talking about,
or
we
even
want
just
you to
Amazon
go up and down, in and out of traffic, or Amazon walkouts.
Amazon walkouts. I mean,
they want you to go in and out of traffic. You got to deal with lights and everything else, and other people on the road, and going in and out, and making sure going in and out of these side streets and everything else, main streets, and finding exactly right. Even though the GPS gonna take you, y'all already know how the GPS be.
Mm-hmm.
How did the GPS be for real? For real, for real.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then you got to go through all of that, right? In 7 hours with a packed truck by yourself. Not you and another person. Just you. Lunch break. How you supposed to do that?
You ain't.
You ain't. That's why that man was peeing in a bottle. See, I swear, man. So I'm kind of glad that I did not do the Amazon job, because that would not have been good for me at all. Nope.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to talk about a gentleman by the name of Anthony Lee. All right. We're going to talk about the actor Anthony Lee. All right. I want to show you the picture of the Anthony Lee we're going to be talking about, because you're probably going to get him mixed up with somebody else. That's who we're going to be talking about. He is known for, the TV show that he's known for is Brooklyn South. Movies was American Strays, Little Richard, The Second Civil War, Liar Liar, Face of a Stranger, Waterproof, The Lions of St. Petersburg, and other little things, because he didn't really have a chance to be able to genuinely live out his acting career.
I was about to say that's crazy.
Why was he not able to live out his acting career? Because this man was murdered by the police. All right.
Because I only remember Liar Liar, and he's only a small blip on my radar with that.
Yeah, because he played, I believe his name is Fred on Liar Liar. So he was, it was October 28th, the year 2000. Okay. Was an American actor and playwright. He began his career in the 1980s, appearing in numerous stage productions and guest roles on televisions and films. Now, while attending a Halloween party on October 28th, Lee was fatally shot by the Los Angeles Police Department officer. Lee's death and the circumstances surrounding it garnered significant national and international media attention. Now, Lee was attending a costume party in Benedict Canyon at a friend's mansion dubbed The Castle. The LA Times reported that in the past, Lee had worn a cape and a mask to Halloween parties. Police reported he was carrying a replica of a .357 Magnum Desert Eagle handgun made of rubber.
A cape and a mask. Who you trying to be, Batman?
Now you done. Okay, handgun made of rubber. Sometimes around 1 a.m., two LAPD officers, Officer Terrell Hopper and Officer Natalie Humphreys, responded to a noise complaint at the residence. The two were met by a private security guard hired by one of the party's hosts. The security guard showed the officers to the kitchen and left them to find one of the party's hosts. Before the party host could be found, Officer Hopper left the kitchen, exiting through the side door. He searched the darkened, narrow path area behind the home with his flashlight before coming upon a glass door. Behind the door stood Lee and his friend, fellow actor Jeff Denton. The two were in Denton's bedroom chatting with another actor when they saw Officer Hopper's flashlight shine through the glass door. Officer Hopper then shot through the glass door 9 times, hitting Lee once in the head and 3 times in the back. Lee was killed instantaneously. Officer Hopper later said he fired his weapon because Lee aimed his replica gun at him and he was unaware that the gun was not real. Now, the LAPD and the LA County DA Steve Cooley both launched investigations to determine if Officer Hopper's actions were in line with policy. According to Officer Hopper, while he was searching the area outside the home, he noticed one party attendant standing outside looking intently through the glass door. Officer Hopper approached the man and looked through the door to see Lee and his friends talking in what Officer Hopper described as a very dimly lit room. Lee was standing in front of Officer Hopper, slightly to the left, wearing his devil mask on top of his head. Officer Hopper stated that when he shined his flashlight into the room, he saw that he suspected to be a drug deal transpiring. Officer Hopper recounted the rest of the events during his interview with investigators. The male, black, Lee turns and looks towards the glass door where I'm positioned. He looks directly at me. We make eye contact. Almost simultaneously upon making eye contact, he reached for his waistband with his right hand and removed a blue steel semi-automatic handgun, at which point, fearing for my life, I drew my weapon from my holster, and after he removed the gun, he pointed the weapon, his gun, right at me, and fearful for my safety and my life, I fired my weapon, my service weapon. During this entire time, it happened very, very quickly. His gun was continually pointing at me. I fired my weapon continually, assessing the situation, and it was very, very rapid, and I fired, and he never dropped the weapon. He never made an attempt to drop the weapon or anything. The weapon stayed pointed toward me while firing. I'm moving backwards towards a position of cover, and as this is happening, I recognize that my weapon is out of battery. In conjunction with their investigation, the LAPD employed an expert who created a computer reenactment based on physical evidence of the shooting. According to the LAPD, the reenactment supported Officer Hopper's version of events. In October 2001, the LAP Internal Review Board ruled that Officer Hopper's actions were justifiable and he was in policy using deadly force. According to LAPD's officials, the board also recommended that Officer Hopper seek additional training to improve his tactics. Wow. So, now mind you, I don't fully read all these stories like that. All right, sometimes this is right off the hip. Literally, just right off the hip. And because it's still kind of fresh right there. Now, mind you, it's a rubber gun. He said it looked like a steel gun. All right. Now let's back forward a little bit more. you were brought into the kitchen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Waiting for the host, right? So you take it upon yourself to just search the place, knowing where you're at. I mean, you're at the castle. All right. This may still be 25 years ago.
Yeah.
All right. I may have been only 17 at the time. Okay. But even I know the castle was the place to be for parties like that, for actors, for big people. So you knew. So a man was murdered 9 times and he was shot in the head, head in the back.
The
Is
part that
what
stuck out to me.
Oh wow, he was firing too, and his gun was just pointing at him each time.
But you know what? The part that stuck out to me.
Oh, it's the same that always is said all the time. I feared for my life. This is always the main excuse. I feared for my life. Well, good sir. And also, why couldn't you stay put? Why couldn't you stay where you were taken to and say, "Hey, let me get the host of the party so you can go ahead and discuss with them the noise complaint."
This segues, because you know we like to segue. This segues right into a little game that we're going to play called Cop versus Color.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So, comedian Godfrey, if you know anything about Godfrey, he's always spitting the truth, but making it funny, right? So he had this video that I had, and it's on my threads. It is up on the group page on Facebook. If you follow 16 TVs, don't do that on Facebook. You see it. There's a video where there's a probably 6'5" white guy.
Oh my God, yeah.
Big guy, stocky dude. And these police officers, 3 of them, are around this guy. And he's telling them, "Get the fuck away from me!
Calm down, sir.
You know what they're saying?
Sir, calm down, sir.
Sir, just calm down, sir.
We're not trying to hurt you.
Relax.
We're not trying to hurt you.
Come on,
relax. Please, calm down, sir."
Do you know what would have happened if that would have been a brother? Get on your belly! Get on your belly right now! Get on your belly! I'm gonna shoot you in the face!
Yep, even if it was a retired vet.
And he wouldn't. Okay, I'm gonna take it too.
Exactly.
If he wouldn't have threatened the police and been flexing at them, he would have get put on his belly, and then
no. We're gonna stay on track. We're gonna stay on track.
Yeah.
Because so it was still a white man who still was able to act a complete ass with violence. Period. That is the point.
Now, there was a guy that when The Dark Knight was heavy, and y'all might remember, he came into a movie theater and shot up a movie theater. And he said the Joker made him do it.
Joker made me do it.
Right? He lived. Then there was the man who the cops bought Burger King. And I can't remember what he did.
Oh, he shot up a black church. Yep. He shot up a black church.
So he shot up a black church. And at the end of the altercation, he enjoyed a Whopper with fries and a Coke. But every episode, we talk about a person of color who has been assassinated, state-sanctioned executions. Every episode, we have dedicated the end of the episode to talking about this problem. Why are they not able to have the same restraint with African Americans as they have?
Oh, Dylan Roof. That's his name. He was the Charleston shooting where Dylan Roof murdered 9 black people. Officers provided him with Burger King while in custody. This occurred after his arrest for the homegrown terrorist massacre at Mother Emanuel AME Church. The incident drew criticism and sparked conversation about racial bias and the treatment of suspects by law enforcement. That happened in 2015. 10 years later, where are we at? Still arguing about the same shit. And yet y'all still too blind. Thanks again for coming out here for Wicked Wednesday. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and get notified. And we'll go ahead and see you on Friday for FF Fridays, y'all. Peace.